The musical Disenchanted, currently at Stray Dog Theater, is another nail in the coffin of the princess complex. It is an ancient complex, celebrated in folk tales and epic literature throughout the ages. For our culture, it's reached its apex in the princesses in Disney movies. That's who we find in Disenchanted. Dennis T. Giacchino has assembled 10 of them in the musical for which he wrote book, music, and lyrics. Each of them gets to say, or sing, her say, one after another. So Disenchanted is not a book musical in the usual sense. It's more like for colored girls who've considered suicide when the rainbow is enough, only comic. The princesses express plenty of bitterness, but it usually takes a satirical or ridiculing twist. 3 of the originals MC the entertainment: Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty. For Snow White, costume designer Eileen Engel uses the iconic Snow White outfit, the black hair, red ribbon, blue blouse, yellow skirt. The others are not as distinctive. Should Cinderella be in the ball gown or in kitchen rags? Sleeping Beauty? But we know who they are. Under Justin Bean's direction, performances are broad and lively. In some moments, a touch of subtlety might have made a good contrast, but they make their points very clear. Kelly Slauson as Snow White and Sarah Jean Dowling as Cinderella both have operatic training and voices, and they use them well, often with mocking and comic effect. Sleeping Beauty's Dawn Schmidt has done musicals, some with Stray Dog, and she too gets her laughs and her high notes. The 3 keep the show going as they introduce their fellow princesses. Madeline Black's Belle joins Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty to complain about the insanity of their positions. Stephanie Merritt's Little Mermaid is still trying to make her legs work right. He Van Leon plays Hua Mulan, the Chinese warrior princess who succeeds without the guy. Gitana Mim's Pocahontas brings the indigenous experience to the complex. Selena Steed has a unique one as the princess who kissed the frog. Erica Cockerham looms over all, even without a tower, as a very Germanic Rapunzel. Eleanor Humphrey fills us in on the complex resentment of a secondary princess, Princess Badroulbadour. In the original 1001 Nights, she's the princess Aladdin marries. Disney substituted Jasmine for her. This is an unhappy princess. But by the end, they can join together to sing that, however distorted that princess complex might be, I am perfect as I am. Miles Bledsoe's set gracefully curves above the performances. Music director Jennifer Bookheit and her trio of Desiree Jones and Michaela Kuba sit in front of it and get pestered by the cast. Mike Hodges was the choreographer, Tyler Dino designed lights, Abby Pastorello does hair and makeup, and Jane Wilson is sound engineer. These princesses are all disenchanted, but I found them often enchanting.
Yes, Stray Dog has a history of counter-programming for the holidays, and people who want that will certainly like this.
Yes, and I think they'll enjoy the music too. Let's hear some of it.
Jerry Kowarski here. I hope you liked the reviews on Two on the Aisle. You can click here to see other reviews and to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to be reminded immediately after we post. Enjoy the reviews.